なんで山田がここに。ずいぶんリアルな夢だ。大きくなったり小さくなったりしないんだな。
This episode of Dangers in My Heart, oh my god, it was so freaking adorable. I was trying to think of like how to perfectly describe it, and honestly, adorable is the word for this episode. It was adorbs. Like it was just so freaking good and just so cute and so precious and so pure. And you know, slowly as we move on week by week, we've been seeing Yamada and Ichikawa or Kyoto. We've been seeing them slowly grow closer and closer and closer, and the relationship grow and grow and grow. And in this episode, right, we see Yamada's friend, and she's getting I was gonna say coach, but she's getting tutored by Kyoto in the library, right? And she's A, praising him for how well of a teacher that he is, and then B, during this time that she's getting, you know, tutored by him, Yamada gets jealous at the fact that he's spending time tutoring, or you know, her friend, and A, you know, that's really cute as well too. The second part of that is apparently we learn that the friend, Yamada's friend, I don't know, maybe she likes Kyoto or Ichikawa as well. But like she apparently watches him quite a bit, like his mannerisms, the way he speaks. She compliments him, or maybe not compliment is the right word, but she observes the fact that he is speaking relatively normal or pretty normal to them during this time. And she's like, normally you're stuttering when it comes to girls. You're like, she's like, we're having a perfectly fine conversation now. What happened? And obviously the answer to that is Yamada happened. But even Ichikawa was taken aback. He's like, "Oh, she's like, yeah, that's it." And I thought that was such a cute moment, and kind of like the same kind of point is, I think her friend doesn't think in any world Yamada really likes Kyoto. I do think that she thinks that they're friends and she has some kind of interest, but I don't think that she is registered with her friend that maybe that Yamada actually likes Ichikawa, and I find that interesting because apparently that, again, like I said, that friend watches him quite a bit. So that's going to be an interesting thing to come. Then, you know, we get to see Ichikawa, and he continually, I think, you know, is on the uptake. Yamada is a lot quicker on the uptake. Ichikawa is a little bit slow. He continues to think that she's teasing him and that she's poking fun at him. But he doesn't stop to think that nobody wants to spend that much time, is so intrigued with another person, and is always talking about them so much if they're not interested in that person in like a friend way or more than a friend way. And you know, when Yamada is speaking to her friend, you know, it tells her in front of Kyoto, you know, like, hey, she's always speaking about you, she's always talking about you. She's like, you're actually always talking about him a little bit too much. And you know, again, that's what he gets as, oh, probably teasing me and stuff, but no, she's not. She's just genuinely, he's all she wants to talk about, and that's the biggest indication of somebody liking somebody. Reciprocally, right? He's always thinking about her, Yamada, as well too. He's always kind of stalking her Instagram or whatever app that they're trying to convey to us and everything else. So, just so freaking cute. Then we see, you know, him and Yamada spending time in the library again, and because of a lozenge that his mom gave her, which, you know, the fact that Yamada and her mom get along, or Yamada and his mom get along, I thought was so freaking cute, and the mom really likes her too, and I thought that was so freaking cute. But his mom gave her a lozenge, and that provided a whole freak out moment in the library, which I thought was a really cute scene as well too. So he's trying to not get her in trouble, so he tries to whisper in her ear because he remembers the drawing that she had in the classroom of like, here's my no spots and here's, you know, the okay spots. And he's like, the ears are perfectly fine, they weren't on the no spots. So he goes to whisper, and she immediately gets flustered and embarrassed, and then she ends up updating her drawing later, which I thought was really cute, a little cute touch. Ultimately, you know, they have a really cute rain scene as well, which I thought was really cool. And she comes to, give him an umbrella and even try and ride on his bike, but he's like, no, you can't. You have work. I would love, he doesn't say it in his head. He's like, I would love for her to, but she has work. And she leaves his stuff in his basket, and he goes to return it to her. And long story short of that whole entire scene, I thought it was really cute that she let him know that, hey, the little pads you saw in there aren't for periods, it's for something different. And I thought that was cool that she had to actually like say that to him. But then B, he ended up getting really sick, right? And he got really sick, and she came over because she was really worried about him. She came over to give him a snack, basically to find an excuse to come and see him. And he invited her in, and of course, Japanese colds are like the plague, like the bubonic plague over there, right? So he passed out. I don't think I've ever like legit passed out from a cold, but apparently in Japan, everybody passes out from colds. I had a cold like last week. I was perfectly fine. I was still recording. But anyways, he passes out from a cold, and he passes out half naked. She goes to clothe him and take care of him, and he put his face in her boobas, and she goes to embrace him. And it was just such a freaking cute moment, and I was like, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. She's definitely catching the feels very, very hard. Then the episode ends with her also getting a little bit sick, and just like the little moments that she's sharing with her friend and everything. And overall, like, this episode was just so cute. It was so good. It was us seeing Yamada's awakening essentially to some of the feelings that she's having for Q-Taro. And obviously his feelings are already awakened, but he's just not being as aggressive with them because he's still under that mindset that she can't like me. There's impossible. She's teasing me. So I'm hoping that it's going to come to her, I think, at this point, but I'm hoping that she makes something. Like, I think if he remembered that embrace that he had, I think that would have been his cue. But because he was sick, of course, he doesn't remember. But I'm waiting for her to actually, like, make something happen. Like, I don't know if it's like another embrace or maybe a handhold or something. But something, I'm waiting for her to do something else in a moment where he's aware. To kind of like, yeah, bro, she likes you. So, also, I still find it so interesting that she's basically depicted as, like, this monstrous, tall girl. Which, don't get me wrong, by Japan standards, she's 5'6", but she keeps being depicted as like this Godzilla, like she's 6 foot. But I just think that's funny too. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about episode number 8. I'll see you guys next week for number 9. Apologies for this video being very late. As you can see, my setup has changed. I have moved homes. I'm in a new house, so therefore new house means new setup, means I was very late because I've been moving and packing and unpacking and all that stuff. So thank you guys for being patient. Anybody who came by, drop down some love in the via a emoji in the comments, or just let me know your thoughts about episode 8. All right, my friends, I'll see you guys next week for episode 9. Peace.